At the sharp end of sport, the slightest advantage can mean the difference between success and failure. And a vital aspect to any tennis player's game is how they string their racket. Former ATP World Tour player Justin Gimelstob has been getting the inside track.
Tell us, how has stringing and customizing branched off in the past 10 years?
Well, in the stringing aspect, it's changed quite a bit. 10 years ago, I was here in Toronto stringing for Pete Sampras at 75 pounds with 122 gauge gut.
Right.
And now guys, for instance, Roger Federer strings with a half gut and half polyester like a lot of the guys do, and he's down at 48 pounds.
How has it changed the game?
It allows guys to hit a lot more spin on the ball.
It seems like it really brings the ball up and down, and maybe this is the advent of why it's so tough to play attacking tennis?
Absolutely. A combination of lighter rackets, so guys can get more whip without hurting their elbows and wrists and shoulders.
Right.
Looser tensions, and the ball is controlled depth-wise by the deader polyester strings.
So how long is a piece of string? For the modern player, it's not enough to be a world-class athlete. You need a diploma in string theory.
Before I was played only synthetic, and just was no problem. Just I have one big roll and give it, and give it many rackets. Now I have like half gut, half synthetic. I have main, some places have cross, and it's like complicated a little bit, but most it's like, you know, I have like now 23, 21 kilos. Another player have more, like 26, 25, depends how guys hitting balls harder. I have no power, that's why I need less kilo.
And you can have the best racket in the world, but if the string is not good, if the tension is wrong, then you miss balls by meter or two, depending of the problem that you have.
It's really sensitive in a way. When you're playing outdoors on sun, the tension can go loose, or you really have to be careful with that. So, I mean, when you're playing indoors, it's much easier to adjust your tension, but as the conditions always stay the same.
I'm, for example, very picky about it. I mean, it has to be really the right tension. The racket has to be strung at the same time, not only the same tension, but at the same time of the day, where, you know, to make sure that it's really exactly the same.
I tell a lot of people it's like if you were a truck driver and someone changed the seat in your truck, it would feel really different as soon as you stepped in or sat down in your truck. These guys play 2 to 4 hours of tennis every day. So they inevitably find out that they have one racket or one thing about their racket that they like a lot. And it's my job to duplicate exactly what they like about their racket and come up with a combination of handle, butt cap, grip, weight, balance, and swing weight, and also tension for some of our guys, so that their racket is the best tool, their absolutely favorite to play with, and duplicate, so that they can change rackets during the middle of a match and come out with the same racket.
Nate, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it. You heard it right here, all the stringing technology on ATP World Tour Uncovered.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, it's the first ATP World Tour Masters 1000 event of 2011, and we're behind the scenes at Indian Wells. And we talk to one of the rising stars of the ATP World Tour, the Canadian being tipped for greatness, 20-year-old Milos Raonic. Until then, don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news. See you next week.